So we have a huge problem in Texas with electricity, and most of it's because once the power got cut, then the systems that require the power to keep themselves functioning didn't have power either. It was kind of an event that unfolded and just fell upon itself. Unfortunately, we have lost a ton of people and animals and other things down there. And the worst part about it is it's totally unexpected. You do know that the polar vortex has been following North Korea every year more and more, and the actual energy flow seems to move with a definite shift of a sway, not just based on the upward currents. It's not just a polar plunge. The actual energy mass seems to be moving downwards and across in a way that lands on the land masses that makes it want to move fully across onto us and not stay at the North Pole at all. My question, though, isn't a matter of how can we fix the whole universe so that way we're in the center of it. The question is how can we fix Texas and other places that are going to go to these types of energy that have to store it. And I had an idea of a liquid plasma that we could utilize. When I was reading some research about shocking plastics and giving them extreme heat and current for a limited amount of time to turn them into graphene, what would happen if we were to take plastics and microlyze them into a form of a slush, but no liquid form in between them, and then striate their masses with a crystalline form, something with a carbon in between, so that way when the energy comes down from where we gather it, we can actually store it in these well bases that are, about 3.5 to 5 feet wide, long across, filled with plastics that we've broken down, that we vacuum in and we vacuum out when their utilization's up, when they don't hold enough energy any longer. But we found that plastics can hold energy at an extremely high level before plastics change form. And by using a carbon ethanol base in between in order to create the crystalline structure for expansion to it in a place that doesn't have any influences, we should be able to safely store energy inside of plastic until we want to draw on it a lot better than putting it in water bodies or into lead concrete structures or even batteries. This isn't a battery, it's not a cell. It's designed to use the plastic to transfer the energy from the places we get it into a dilute solution of a crystalline form that can absorb the energy to it, that doesn't necessarily have to get hot to have the energy, but can have the energy released by hitting it with a reverse polarization, which will snap it and cause the energy to come back out of it. So basically, you're just taking it in, letting the product sit, letting it expand, and then when you need it, you give it a little bit more, which pushes off a lot more. So you're waving through it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, for example, you're on a lake, right? And the lake is a body, and the body holds water, and the water is calm, and the wind can move the water. But if you go out there on a jet ski, and you go across that water in the middle, on both sides of the jet ski will be a cut, right? And that cut pushes a wave. That's what you have to do with the energy. You have to create a cut in the energy to create a wave of the energy to push the wave out, just like the water, because the energy will reside in there in its happiness and comfort zone. And the best mixture is in a mixture that has an aluminum base inside of it as well, because of the way that the aluminum will react with the carbon mixture and the plastics in order to absorb the energy. But because of the aluminum's ability to transfer the electricity faster into the plastics in the striation module, when you insert the energy, you'll wave out more energy, because the sudden hit with the energy into it will actually push more energy away from it, and that's when you absorb it. Good luck with that.